Alright, welcome to the stream, guys. It's your boy Japanese Tutor here, and we're back again. We're trying at a different time. Usually I stream during the morning. I live in New York, but this time I said, hey, let's try it in the afternoon. Maybe some people are gonna get off of work and might enjoy some chess content, so I'll see what's up with this. I might stream twice a day, you know. But let's get right into it. I'm going to start setting up the position right now. And today's lesson is about the protected pass pawn. So I'm just going to set up the first position, and then I'll read what he has in the text. All right. The protected pass pawn, like the outside pass pawn, which is what we covered last time, is usually a most definite positional advantage. The enemy king cannot leave its square and cannot capture it, whereas our king has full freedom of movement. So 2 pawns to 1. These positions are generally 1. It's very easy to win this position. Black can never come around and take this pawn because, let's say he has opposition, right? If he ever comes behind our pawn promotes, right? And he cannot catch it. Okay, so in this, yeah, so king d3, king d5, king e3, king e5, king f3, right? And we're looking at the square of the pawn, right? So if he's not in the square of the pawn, then he can't catch it, correct? So if we push it 1, then he has to be in this square. So if he comes here, then we push. If not, then we go around. e5, f3, king d5, and then we can come around. King f4, king d6, king e4, king e6, king d4, and he can't get it over here, so and he has to give up a square. And then we can just win this pawn. You know, we can win this pawn. We can do whatever we want. So after king c7, king d5, it's really easy to play king b6, king d6, king b7, and then king c5. They said it's winning. King c7, b6, king b7, king b5. Winning the pawn, and then we're gonna have 2 pawns, and that's really easy to win. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, guys. All right. So the next example that he says is this one. We're almost there. Bam. Okay. So now he says, now let's look at the 2 most important drawn position. The first one is an elementary one, but it comes up rather regularly. And the second one is less likely to occur, but it's very instructive. So this is the first one. Black plays king b8. So it's black to move king b8, king c6, king c8 draw. Right? And in the text he states that move the whole position 1 file to the right. So move this here, and we can and white wins easily by sacrificing the pawn and then winning the enemy's last pawn and then queening that one. Okay, so let's go over here. So this is another one. So the king's over here, bam, pawn over here. Oh, somebody said I said bam a lot, and I didn't want to go through my videos and count because I thought that would be kind of shameful, and I would feel ashamed and embarrassed. But if you guys want a bam emoticon, let me know. Oh, maybe I'll make one for you guys. So it's black to move, and he says the key squares. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play some music for you guys on the background, but I'm gonna keep it low. Let's keep it around 4. Alright. If it's distracting in any way, you can tell me and then I'll change it. Alright. And so what he's so what he's saying is the key squares are c4, right? c4, d4, e4. Black can protect them if he can control the opposition when the enemy king approaches. Let's determine the corresponding squares with white's king on d3, f3, or h3. Right. So black must occupy d5. Right. So his square, he has to occupy d5, and the e3 and g3 squares correspond to e5. Because remember, he has to try to control these three squares. Okay. When the king advances further, black must keep the lateral opposition, maneuvering along the d and e files. Okay, interesting. When white's king is on the second rank, black's king must stay next to the d5, e5 squares, specifically on d6 or e6. So the first move, as well as all the play that follows, now becomes clear. So king d6 exclamation mark. But not king c6, because king c6 you play king g3, right? And then if you place king d6 now, then we play king f4, king d5, king f5. So okay. So let's go back. So king d6, king h3, right? And he notes that if we play king f2, then he plays king e6. King e6, king e2, right? And then king d6 exclamation point, saying that whenever you go here, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna get the opposition on one of these two squares. Okay, so king d6, king h3, king d5, and king g3. Alright, and then king e5, exclam, king h4, king d4, now maintaining the lateral opposition, king h5, king d5, king g6, king e6. This is very instructive. Wow. So we're going to keep them off, and then we're always in the square of the pawn, right? We can always get to it. Very nice. And whenever they want to take, so you can't even sacrifice a pawn, because sometimes we can always get this, but we won't even allow that. So like we play that, he plays here. Very nice, very instructive. That is actually distracting me, the music. So alright, let's see. And now he has this example for multi-pawn endgames. Alright, so multi-pawn endgames. Let's go over here, and today I was thinking I wanted to do some tactics with you guys, some tactic training. Tactics are a big part of chess, especially at the lower level. Tactics usually happen when your opponent makes a mistake, right? So there's a really famous saying in chess that tactics occur when people make mistakes. Strategy occurs when people do not make mistakes. So that's when real chess comes in, like your idea versus their idea. Instead of just looking for an outright just tactic, everybody knows tactics, everybody can do them, but it's all about how good your idea is. Okay, so from the text, black may have an extra pawn, but his position is difficult. How does he meet the threatening the threatened invasion of the king? Okay, so he plays d4, king d4, f4, king e5, and then he plays a5, trying to undermine this pawn structure. a3, a4. Okay, interesting. And then he says black would prefer to exchange a pair of pawns, but after AB, he is in zugzwang. Right, zugzwang is when you don't have a good move to make. Okay, so king f5, d4 exclamation point, king e4, d3, takes on d3, king d5. Very nice, getting the opposition. g3 exclamation point. Having his king defend these pawns, right? And if he pushes, then push, right? Unnecessary undermining of the enemy's kingside pawns. Undermining, by the way, is the theme of our next section. Ooh, undermining. Hello. It's only a draw after if king e2. So if he doesn't play, it's only a draw. King e2, and then he plays g4, king d3, king e5, king c6. Yeah, so that's a draw. But I like what he's playing here. G3. F captures G. He said there's no better try. So king e2, getting in the square of the pawn. Right, we're on the square of the pawn. King e5. King f3, king e6, king captures g3, king f5. Remember, he always has to stay in the square of the pawn, right? So we always have to watch out for that. So right now he's in it, and he can always go back into it, so he's fine for now, but he has to stay on this line. He has to stay on this outskirts. So f5. Now, here's a typical position with a protected pass pawn versus an outside pass pawn. The mined squares are g4 and f6. These squares are mined because we can come here or we can go here, and then we push them back. Most often, as here, the stronger side is unable to place his opponent's king in zugzwang. The only thing that should be done then is to advance one's own pawn, the own pass pawn, in exchange for the other pass pawn. Sometimes this wins, sometimes not. In the similar situation that occurred before, we were able to lose a move to black, making use of our reserve tempo. So here he played king f3, king e5. Whoa. Is that a DR Chess coming in with the follow? Thank you so much. DR Chess 5, thank you so much. Do I live in Japan? I do not live in Japan. I used to live in Japan. I was in Japan a few years ago. The name Japanese tutor comes from when I was a Japanese tutor at a community college, and that's what I did. So thank you so much for the follow. And I'm wondering why the alert didn't come off. I'll fix that later. But thank you so much for the follow, DR. Oh, there we go. That was really delayed. Wow. This is something I want to do. Then do it. Just do it. There's nothing to it but to do it. If you have any questions about Japan, I'm more than happy to help you out. King f3, king e5, king g4, king f6, and then we play c6, right? Now the king has to get into, bam, he has to get into the square of the pawn. So we force him there. So king f6, c6, king e6, king captures g5, king d6, king f5, king captures c6, and of course king e6. Alright, so king e6, and I'm pretty sure we can calculate. Right, and we win these pawns, and it's very easy. Okay, so here's a tragic comedy. For those of you who do not know or who are new to the channel, tragic comedies are Mark Dvoretsky's theme, where very, very strong players make mistakes and that illustrate our point of what they should have played. Kind of bringing them back to the human level, saying, hey, even though they're great at chess, they still make mistakes. They are still human. Okay. Okay, great. Here we shall include examples of overestimating the power of the protected passed pawn. Alright, so it is white to move here, and yeah, for me, like, instantly I want to get my king to center, so I would play f3. So in the text it says king f3 looks good. Black pawn replies rook e6, attacking the pawn. If white defends the pawn by king c3, oh sorry, rook c3, then black will have decent drawing chances. In view of the position of white's rook, white could trade off the rooks by playing, instead that he can play d8, the king comes up, and then here, right? Because then rook d7 and trade. But this is an appeal to Shirov, and he can get a protected passed pawn over here. But let's see what he played. Oops, okay. Okay, so this king's over here. So he played g4 question mark. Rook e6, rook d8 question mark, and an exclamation. So somewhat dubious. King f7, rook d7, rook e7, rook captures e7, check, king captures, and g5. Well, and that comes with an exclamation. Alright. And in this position, Timon resigned. Both sides believe that king d6 is refuted by the pawn breakthrough h4. So, king d6, h4, king c6, f5, g captures f, h5, king d7, g6, takes h6. So that's what they thought was going to happen. But Mark Dvoretsky always has something up his sleeve. And there's a pawn here and a pawn here. Okay. So let's look at what they have. Do you need to speak the language to work there in Japan? Depends on what you want to do. I mean, if you're an English teacher, then you can just speak English. That's totally fine. I know a lot of foreigners who work there and don't know a lick of Japanese. They know, arigato gozaimasu and stuff like that, but that's not really the most important factor, just that you can do work. But yeah, you can be an English teacher over there, and if you want to work, life is pretty simple over there. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay. But black does not have to take on f5. He can draw with this continuation. So let's see the continuation. So okay, so d6, h4, king captures c6, 4, and then he said he can draw because of, let me just go to the next. He can just play king d7, and because he doesn't have to take. f6, king e6. This is the same position as our previous example, a protected passed pawn versus an outside passed pawn. The mine squares are c6 and d8. So you can't go, can't go here and here, right? So yeah, with the kings in d5 and d7. All right. Black plays king e8, and which neither king e6, king f8. Yeah, so this is just a draw. That's what he's saying. This is just a draw. All right. So let's look at the next tragicomedy. Okay, let's set this up. And while I set this up, I'm just gonna give you some music to listen to. Alright, and we are back. We are back. So this is Simslav. Okay, this is the USSR Moscow in 1951. So in the text it says black's position is quite hopeless. The simplest solution is rook captures c6. Okay, rook captures c6 or king or rook g8 is really hopeless. However, the game was adjourned here, and Aronian chose, after home analysis, to cash in his advantage by entering a pawn ending. Okay, so I think he just resigned here, but he's saying that rook g8, king h7, rook captures g7 question mark. So I'm just gonna actually do this. Rook captures g7 question mark. Rook captures g7. And knight captures e7. King captures here and g4. Before marching his king over to the queen side, white wishes to close up the king side to prevent black's potential counterplay by f6, f5, and g5, g4. So blocking both this pawn and this pawn together, but with that one move. So h captures g, obviously, en passant. He's saying, hey, you're not going to stop me. F captures, and then F captures D, and then he plays G4. He says, hey, I'm going to stop your pawns instead. H4, and then C5. King E2. King H7. King D3. King H6. And it turns out the king can go no further. If king c4, then f5, ef. They say that ef, and then it follows just e4. Where can the king go? F6. Thank you very much. C3. Ha. A5. Can't take because I'm going to promote, right? So very nice tragicomedy. Very nice. Alright, so let's go over a new one, and this is just the exercise. So I'm gonna let you guys do it while you guys listen to music. I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes an example. If you have the answer, please put into the chat. Alright, you will win brownie points with me. These brownie points are worth nothing, but I think it would be a fun game to give you guys a few brownie points. So this is white to move. What should you do? Okay. Okay. When I start the music, it's time. So let's do 3, 2, 1, and.
Just come in this room, leave on them lights, so you can see what I'm about to do. Slow motion sliding inside of you. Just from one touch, I got your legs shaking. Watching you drip from this love we making. Let me stop and take it down on you. I see that your spot, girl, don't you move. Girl, don't you move, cause I'ma take care of you. Cause we ain't gon' do anything and everything you like. And I promise, girl, that if you stay, you'll be alright. Just close your eyes and lay back, you'll enjoy this night. Just climb up on this, don't be shy, and hold it tight where you like. All you gotta do is stay the night, girl. And I'll fulfill all your fantasies. Got you climbing on top of me, making love under them covers, baby. Please don't go to sleep, girl.
Stay up, cause the nigga tryna freak you.
I'ma grind to the beat, girl.
Don't stop, cause the nigga tryna please you.
And I fulfill all your fantasies. Got you climbing on top of me, making love under them covers, baby.
I'm just tryna be your whole world. We gon' lay up in my room and that's where you about to toe curl. You no girl. Don't get your head done. I'ma tie that ass to the bed just so you can't run. And I swear to God, I crush a lot, that's worth the big pun. That we had fun, cause I hit that shit like 8 times. We have a great time. I know you heard it through the grapevine. A nigga packing, yeah, young nigga packing. And I beat it me like Billie Jean, I ain't no Jackson. And I swear I'm about that action. Them cameras flashing. I'ma break that pussy down and treat it like a fraction. I'm fantastic.
We can do it any way you like. All you gotta do is stay the night, girl. And I'll fulfill all your fantasies. Got you climbing on top of me.
And if you guys have any answers, please put it into the chat.
I'ma grind to the beat, girl. And I'll fulfill all your fantasies. Got you climbing on top of me, making love under them covers, baby. Covers, baby.
Alright, we are back, guys. We are back. So hopefully you found it. I think I found 2 answers that are pretty similar in solution, but I think king c2 and let's say king c7, and then I play king c3, right? Take an opposition, king d6, and I play king d4, opposition again, and then I don't know here, king e7, right? King f7. Right, so pretty easy to draw this. I think even g5 draws immediately, and then you play king e4, and then you have opposition. But yeah. If you guys remember, this is in the first position as well. King b4. Right? Simple. Alright, let's go into our next example. And the next example is a little bit harder. Then we're going to get into some live chess. Give you guys a break from some studying. I do like to incorporate not only studying but some breaks as well. But you guys didn't get the brownie points, unfortunately. Nobody said anything in the chat, so let's set up this position. Alright, and there's white to move. You have some time. Go.
She want me to take her home. She want me to take her home. Let's go, let's go. I'm in love.
need no drugs, but nah. Pass the bottle, this my shit. You don't like it, you bugging, bitch. This the drink that'll get you right. This the stuff that's gonna change you.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, where's he going? I don't see any threats. Maybe I play d5? I really want to play 5, I don't care. Do what you will. You want to take that bishop? That bishop is doing nothing, so yeah, you can do that. Here, I'll encourage you actually. To take that bishop. Let's actually, yeah, that's fine. Get the queen out of position, and then I'm able to play d5 and nothing's protecting here. Very nice, you can take that pawn. I have a little trap for you. We're storming the barricades now. Storming the barricades. Really good book by Christensen, I think. Give me that. That's why you don't get greedy. Do not take pawns. Stop getting greedy. What I told you about taking pawns. You want to push? And you know what? Just do this. Get all my pieces active. Got some tricks up for you. Okay. I got some more tricks though. Protecting my pawn. Run, Forrest, run. And now I'm also threatening this, followed by this if he plays rook here. So yeah, it's okay. So now he defends that. So yeah, let's just take. So rook takes c6. Let's play here. He wants something to do over here, so I will play here. It's gonna get some quite spicy pretty soon. So let's push, so we have a check. He has to come back, right? Alright. Alright, and one more game. And then I think we're going to call this a wrap. Okay. What are we going to play this time? Let's play... Let's play an Owen's defense. Who's a famous person who played the Owens defense? Was it Michael Adams? I forgot who played it. Really, really strong player too. C5. This looks like a way better French defense. I'll just stick here. Wow. Everything's just defended. All castle. Okay, I'll do like let's castle. And then I will play here, defending the checkmate threat and also attacking the bishop. Free pawn. Let's push this pawn. Okay, great. And now I have to defend another piece. Maybe I can just come here. I have a really good pawn structure. Except if he plays here. I think I was gonna play check and then take with the king, but I don't know if I want to trade right now. Whatever. Let's just do it. It's only blitz. I'm gonna probably try to damage my structure. Okay. That's a free pawn. Oops. Love free pawns. Is that good? I think he just played it because he can play it. I don't think it's any good. You know what? Take. That knight's still under attack, so I don't know. That doesn't seem good for him. Obviously, I'm going to take. Stop his play. Right, so the rook can't come down. Okay. Alright. Nah, thanks, bro. G7 hanging. Kanye chess. I love that name. Kanye chess. When was G7 hanging? Oh, maybe back here. No, I don't think so. Like maybe F6. Yeah, I think maybe you're talking about that, right? Yeah. Sorry. Oh no, you fine, brother. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'll play. I don't know. I'll play a few more. I'll see how I feel. Like I want to feel like I gave enough to the stream. I played enough. If you guys want to challenge me, obviously you can just challenge me. Wait, Kanye, what should I play? Tell me what opening to play, quick. You got 10 seconds. What? He's not playing it right. He's not playing it right. It's your fault. It's your fault, Kanye. He gave himself the isolated pawn. He also has queen f3, so I gotta be careful. I kind of just want to play here. Play e6. I think the normal move is just e6. I can't play here because of queen f3. Threatening checkmate. Okay, let me castle. Just gonna play back. I don't want to trade now. This pawn's really weak, so I want to play against that pawn. This knight's gonna come under fire. Fire on the board. Oh no. Let's put pressure wherever we can. Oh, if we make him push e6, that would be really good for us, right? So, and he can't take. Alright, so now we weakened his structure a little bit, so that's good. Let's go back. That did his job. Alright, so we have 1, 2. We need another attacker on here. So maybe knight comes back. Let's play here. Maybe we play some queen here. Action. If he plays rook here, then we have queen here. Yep. The media, and now you. Interesting. Let me just make this really strong, and then I'll leave. Attacking here if I take. Maybe. Maybe it was just a mistake. But we don't make mistakes out here. We don't make mistakes. Don't worry about it. Double check, guys. We got the 2-for-1 pawn special. Whoa, we got 2 pawns for free actually, but yeah. Bishop back. Okay, I'll take. Yeah, he has to take. And then I'll take here. And I'll play here. I really want to get my pawns out actually, because I don't want to get like back rank checkmated. That would suck after like all that hard work, just getting back rank checkmated. No bueno. Is there a tactic I can do here? Take. No, I think I just won the pawn, endgame. This is way better for me. Hello. Your rook can't move. Man, he's still gonna play this. Ugh. Let's put this king up here. Alright. Alright, now your king can't move. He can't protect the pawn. Looks really bad for you, bro.